Greetings, everyone. This is Monique of Nicholas, Brooklyn. Just letting you know, coming on here today to let you know some of the upcoming events that we have taken place. We have Brother Omar of Omziel Healing, who's going to be doing an ice plunge with us on May 18th. So that's coming up soon. I see people joining in, and I'm waiting for Brother Omar to join us. He might be having some technical difficulties. You know how these things go. But yeah, we thank everybody who comes out to our events. We just had Queen of Fu at the store not too long ago. And we had the good brother Ross Ben recently. We had King Simon with us as well. He did an esoteric wisdom event. Okay, I see the brother right. He should be coming in. Good to see you as well. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes. Greetings, family.
How you
Greetings.
doing? There he is.
It's beautiful. I had to step up my game, my technology game, ever since all these new things coming in, then the AI is like, just when I get comfortable with something, they throw us with something
No,
else.
but I see you doing all your podcasting on YouTube. Like it looks really professional. And I said, check him out. You're doing really well. So
Uh,
don't don't put yourself down, brother, because you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you. If you see how I started,
I
ugly, ugly. It was-
I think we all can understand that.
Right,
Um,
right,
I
right.
G1 all day. He did the ice plunge with you at our Purely Holistic Soul Expo back in February. So I'm
Yeah.
sure some people will recognize you from participating in our expo that we had. All I know is that day I kept hearing you counting down everybody that took the plunge. It was like the main attraction of the event. It was amazing. The energy was high. Like people really loved it. So, it's good to have you come back and do something with us on May 18th. I think you're frozen. You got to come out and come back in. Okay, we have been technical difficulties. If y'all can hear me, please put a thumbs up, please. Thank you, G1. I really appreciate all your support. Yeah, he has to come out and come back in. I'm not sure what happened. He'll figure it out. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone's support, everyone coming in and shopping, purchasing online. Even if you aren't able to purchase, like reposting our events or sharing our posts, like that's huge. So we truly appreciate it. And I make sure I share other people's stuff. They don't even ask me. I have like, there's no hesitation. If I see something that will benefit the community, I'm sharing it. No hesitation. Yeah, I'm trying to see what happened to him. He got to go out and come back in. You want to come and document the event? You most certainly can. So again, it's on May 18th, starting at 11 a.m. Esora, I see you. I see you. Thank you for tuning in. We lost Brother Omar of Omziel Healing. I'm not sure. All he has to do is log out and come back in. I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah. Again, I'm Monique Nicholas, owner of Nicholas Brooklyn. For those of you who don't know, try to request it. Try to request it again. Let me see.
Right.
There we
Oh,
go. There we
all right, all right. Oh, it threw me out. Like I don't know what's going on, but that's okay.
go. Is Mercury in retrograde? Because,
Right.
I check. Usually I check, when I'm doing things like this or planning events because, everything kind of goes haywire.
Right, 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 right. Yeah, that's usually the case. I don't know what was today, but we're back in, and then now my father-in-law's calling me, and soon there's gonna be a marching band on this side over here. Dime, papi. No, estoy bien, papi. Gracias. Gracias, gracias. Okay.
It's like everything
Listen,
is okay.
right, right. Usually whenever I see challenges, I know that I'm going in the right direction. Some people go, something's stopping me. No, something is pushing you that way.
Yes,
You see?
totally 100% believe that. I
Yep.
never like, I've been faced with challenges for the last several years, and here I am. I'm still here. We're in our 51st year of business,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
I've been in Brooklyn since like 2006. So
Mm, mm, mm,
for 20 years
mm,
of
mm,
being in Brooklyn.
mm.
Yeah.
God bless. That's beautiful. That's
Yeah,
it.
a lot of businesses closed down during the pandemic. Oh, someone says you're glowing. That's reflective transcendence. So you got to come May 18th so you could glow just like him as well. You got to come through this. I haven't seen you in a while.
Much respect. Much respect. Reflective transcendence. Yeah. She has a powerful podcast too. So she's making moves. I love it when people join in, man. It's just a community, right? It takes a village to do these things. Not, some people think like, hey, I'm a self-made that's not possible. We all need help, which is a huge thing because, Monique, you've often heard someone say, nobody's going to come and help you. Nobody's going to come and get you. You got to do it on your own. That's not totally true because we receive help from everybody around
A
us.
lot of
But if,
people, like sorry to cut you off, but myself too, one of those people that was scared to ask for help. I won't even say scared. Maybe it's pride,
right,
and I've always been the type of person I can do it myself or, you know, and sometimes that's just pride or ego talking. But now I know how to ask for help. I mean, I still have a little ways to go, but I've been asking for more help, these last couple of years because I'm doing a lot, you know.
yeah,
Running
yeah.
in both stores. We have another location in East Harlem. So,
Mm,
you know,
mm.
with the congestion prices and stuff, like the
Nope.
FDR is always
Yep.
backed up. So
Mhm.
I'm like
Mhm.
going back and forth between two stores. It's a lot
Yeah.
sometimes.
The beautiful thing is that whenever you go for something and you're like consistent and focused on that thing, people see that, right? They might not see your vision that you see, but they look at you and they go, you know what? I want to see what she sees. Let me run with her, be with her, and help her. That's how it
Yeah, and
goes.
actually, a lot of people have been volunteering their help as well. I guess, like you said, they see what I'm doing. So I've gotten quite a few people to like call me up and just say, "Hey, I see you're having this event. Do you need help?"
Right?
Or, "Hey, do you need a little help inside the store?" And they just volunteer their services, and I'm I need the help. Like I'm doing a lot, and I love what I'm doing. So
Yep.
no complaint here. I just wish I could be in two or three places at once. You know,
We're working on that.
I'm just waiting for teleportation. I'm just hoping I get to see that in my
Yep.
lifetime. Like that would be really crazy.
Yep. Any day now. Any day they're about to drop that one, man. Yeah. Yeah. You see, when they give it to us, it's old already.
Hmm.
You see, that's why they give us the AI. They give us this. Oh, they don't want it no more. That's why they give it to us.
Right.
So,
And so many other countries are so advanced as far as technology. We're behind.
yeah, behind. Oh,
Everybody
in
wants
it.
to come here, but if you go to other places like Japan or China,
Mm-hmm.
like their technology over there is
Yep.
through the roof,
Yep.
bullet
Mm-hmm.
trains and all of that.
Yep.
Like we're still in the dark ages.
Architecture,
Mhm.
education,
Correct.
awareness of food, like many things, many things. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, let's get right into it, man. I appreciate people tapping in, and I know they're really gonna want to sink their teeth into some of this knowledge that we're bringing here on May 18th. So, first of all, I want to say that this is a ticketed event, and it is listed on Eventbrite. We've been posting it right on my feed and as well as yours too. It's the energetic exchange is $40, and when you get to the door, it'll be 45. So it's better to get it online, right?
And to get those dance, yeah.
It starts at 11 a.m. and it goes on till whenever. Like the workshop will be completed about, I'm gonna say more or less about 2 hours, but it all depends. Like you keep saying, Monique, depends how many people show up, right? Because if a lot of people show up, we just keep it going. We have the ice, we have the supermarket like a stone throw away. We'll pick up some more, you know.
And people need to show up for their health. So what are some of the health benefits for somebody that is new to the ice plunge?
Thank you for asking me. There are many, many benefits. There's like, if you looked it up on the internet, there's chock full of information on cold exposure, right? So some of these things cannot be measured, but some of them can, right? So just listen to the list. It keeps down inflammation, right? So like something like 85, 90, 95% of all sicknesses come from inflammation, right? Right? Dr. Sebi, he let you know it was just the mucus that we have inside of us that comes from the foods that we eat. We need to be more alkaline. But in order to keep that down on the inside is through cold exposure. So it keeps the inflammation down on the inside. It's also great for pain management. You know, you have a pain in your knees or your shoulder that you've been fighting with for years and decades, and you're taking pills, and you don't need all of that. Cold exposure, that's what it's for. You know, sore muscles. You ever look at professional athletes, right? When they finish the game, where they at? They in the ice.
Yeah, I actually used to run for Rutgers, so I used to get shin splints occasionally. So they would, you know, have me put my feet in the tub. So I have yet to fully submerge, but I got up to like my knees.
You will. So, you know, it also helps in other areas too. Like it helps for a broken heart. You know, it helps to start a relationship that you don't have the guts to do, you know, or to approach them. You know, it's great for depression. You know, now let's make it clear. I'm not making any claims. I'm not saying that this is definitely what you're going to experience. What I am saying is that these are many of the things that I've experienced, and so has my family and other members of the community, the tribe, and anybody. I mean, me and my wife, we have a private practice here in North Bergen, New Jersey. And Capunia has been here, like, she's a staple here too, you know? And there's people who come here just for one-on-one sessions. I just had a guy come just the other day and fill up the tub, put a lot of ice. And now this is the important part. We do the breath work. You see, so this is something that was not offered at the Purely Holistic Soul Expo. That was just like a taste, a sample of getting into the water with ice, right? Plus it was very hot there too, and the ice started melting right away. but that's okay. That's not going to happen this time because we're going to bring extra ice. I really want people to get the full effects. But now the breath work.
No,
what is it good
they
for?
were different to me, so I'm scared to see the full effects. They was like, and I was just like, oh my gosh.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's all mental. So like, if someone was to ask you, hey, Monique, why don't you get into the ice? You might say, I'm scared. Or you might not say that. You might go, nah, that's not my thing, right? But in your mind, right here is the security system. Whoever built us, this is the frontal lobe. This is the one that tells us, be careful when you cross the street. Don't swim in deep water with sharks, you know, stuff like that. But sometimes it's on overdrive. So something that should be helping you, and you know that it does, and the science is there, and everything is there proving it to you. It's that security system that's saying, don't, watch out, don't, what if, right? But then that's called the monkey mind. It starts seeping into other parts of your life. So when you want to open up that other store uptown that you're speaking about, right? It starts kicking in. Oh, no, what if people don't like the store? Oh, what if you can't manage that? What, you see? but you have the ability to push past some of those things. But not everybody has that ability to do that in all parts of their life.
True.
So with the breath work, that's where it slows down the monkey mind. You see, it quiets that mind right there. It quiets it. And you start to see like, hey, my mind is more empty. I'm more at peace. So we take these power breaths where we're breathing in lots of oxygen and we're blowing off all the carbon, right? We need oxygen. We don't need carbon, right? Trees need carbon, right? That's why the mask is not good. We're breathing in carbon. We need to breathe in oxygen. You see, we release carbon. Once you blow off all the carbon, you start oxygenizing the cells in your body. You're pushing in all the oxygen into the cells in your body, and you start buzzing with energy, man. You see? That's where, Monique, it will prepare you. You see? It'll prepare you for the water. It's like the old cars when you had to, remember the old cars, you had to turn it on and then give it gas and wait so it could get a little warm? Mm-hmm. Same concept. We need something to heat us up, to get us fired up and to calm that mind, you know? So.
Yeah, and I see a question in the chat. Is there a certain temperature the water has to be?
So the water will be approximately about 40 degrees, somewhere around there. That's a good temperature right there. Some people go like, 10 below and they go into the lakes. They cut, you seen them, right? On the social, they cut the lakes and they jump in and I've done some of that too. It's quite extreme. It really, really is. But you don't need that. You don't need it. In fact, you don't even need to be in the water for a very long time either, right? Some brothers are walking around, oh man, I was 3 hours in the water. You don't need that. But you should be consistent with it. If you're having it like once a week, twice a week, if you could get it twice a week, even once a week, you'll be good.
Yeah, that was my next question. Like, how often can somebody do it? And I also see here in the chat, somebody said, Mecca Allah said, the feeling after a cold plunge is so beautiful. You feel the relief of endorphins.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's 2 minutes. That's what we're doing here. It's only 2 minutes. That's all you need. That's all. Some people go 3 minutes or something like that. So somewhere between 2 and 3. But now the brother Mecca Allah is talking about the endorphin rush. Like this is another benefit, Monique, that people receive, right? You get this rush of endorphins. We live in a dopamine society. That's all the scrolling that we do on our phones and stuff. I get caught in it too.
Yeah.
That's how they made it. They make it like that because it's this little hit of dopamine that we get. But with the ice, oh man, when you come out and you do 2 minutes, woo, you feel on fire. Scientists already know that dopamine rush lasts about, I think it was 72 hours. Wow. Scientifically. But I can tell you, Monique, for me, I'm on fire all week. All week. It just lasts for me. I love it. I love it. But I also want to say, too, that it's not a very easy thing. So some people be like, man, I could do it. Yeah, if you've never done it.
Like, you just have one of those type of people, like you go to an amusement park, you see a roller coaster that looks crazy. Those are the type of people that will like just go on the roller coaster without any hesitation. It's almost like the same thing. They'll just jump into the bucket, without thinking about it, because that's I would say that's a great like characteristic to have. Like you're not always in your head. You just do it. I guess that also applies to business, where somebody's overthinking like, oh, should I invest in this? Should I do that? That's what will hold you back, circling back to what you were saying before about the monkey mind.
Right.
So, yeah, like you just have to do it. Just jump in.
Right. Look, let's have a mind shift here, right? Let's not confuse excitement for fear. Mm-hmm. You see? Because we do that too many times. We like, we're nervous and jittery and we don't know what to say. We're like, don't do it. I'm afraid. No. It's like, this is excitement. Feel it. Step into it. Embrace it. You'd be like, this is what it feels to be alive. You see? There's people out there that they would give anything in the world to have what you have, to walk down the steps and to run up the block and carry a bag, So we should embrace those things. especially difficult things. We live in this very easy society. Everything is just so easy. I mean, I bought a lamp the other day. It came with a remote control. To turn on the lamp, I need a remote. Oh my God. They're
Yeah,
way out. They're way out, yo. They're way out.
yeah. Pretty soon, it's like I don't even know. Like they're gonna have the robots doing everything for you. Like they're gonna be cleaning your whole entire house,
Yeah.
and like you're. What's the point of us existing? Like the closer we get to this, what is the point of us existing? Like
Right.
I was somebody. I know this is kind of off topic, but the writer's strike, that they had for so long, it's
Mm-hmm.
like they want to cut out the writers and use AI to write everything. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what's the point of writers? Or you understand what I'm
Yep.
saying? I'm like,
I do.
it's
I do.
across the board. You could just like, even when you go
Right.
to the stores and there's self checkout, and
Mm-hmm.
you're not even interacting with customer service people, like before, like when you used to go to the stores back in the day, there would be several people on the floor. It didn't take long
Right.
to get help from somebody. Now
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
self-serve, do it yourself,
Yeah. I usually tell people if there's nobody there to help you, start shoplifting, stealing something. You see, they'll jump out. Right? Yeah, for real.
You try to
I'm
get
like,
my
oh,
down now. Listen, we do not condone that type of behavior.
cancel, 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 cancel. Yes, yes.
I
But you're right.
feel
Look,
you though. I feel you
it's
though.
like this. It's the old adage that goes like this. If you teach a man to fish, right?
Mm,
That's it. He'll have food forever. You see? So when the AI comes in and starts, making these changes, we have to change also. We have to make that change. We have to. If not, we'll get run over. You
I
see?
know. It's
So,
scary.
so
Getting scarier by the day.
yeah, well, it's not scary if you know how to harness that power within you. You see, because you would see it what is it? Catastrophe. That's the Chinese letter, which means disaster, and it means opportunity. Right? And I know I'm chopping that up a little bit right there, but there's always opportunity in these things. There's a silver lining, but we just have to embrace these things. And this is where the cold exposure comes in, you see, because it's not like a magic wand or I'm making these claims like, oh, you just come through and everything will be good and in these couple of steps you do in the water and you're going to be rich. It's not like that. This is a practice. It's a healing modality. It's actually very, very spiritual,
Mm.
you see. So let's touch on that for a moment there. You see,
Yeah.
it tap
I,
it.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just want to tap into when you were at the Purely Holistic Expo and you had the didgeridoo with you. And I thought that was like powerful. So I can only imagine like how the person in the water feels like
Mhm.
they're doing their breath work and then they're hearing the didgeridoo. Like, could you
Yep.
go that a little bit?
Yeah, we come with the whole gang of instruments, sound, because you get a sound bath as you're doing the breath
Mm,
work too. You see, this is something you didn't know because we couldn't do it there. It was too many people, too much activity. I ended up being the main event, which was beautiful. Thank you for the opportunity again. But you'll see how we'll do it on May 18th. It's
mhm,
it, it's a bit of education we start with. Let people know what's happening to your body, what could happen, what could not happen, take away these myths and all that.
mhm.
And then we get into the breath work. And within that breath work, we have different instruments. But you mentioned the didgeridoo.
Yeah.
The didgeridoo is an Aboriginal instrument that comes from
Yes.
Australia. You see, and they say that that sound that comes out of the didgeridoo brings you into the dream time. You see, and then they also know too, this is what the ancient ones say, that that vibration that's coming out, it works on your bones. It helps you. Deep, deep muscle in your bones. So it's quite intense. People absolutely love it. Love
Yeah.
it.
I thought it was so cool, and I was just like, because I'm into frequencies, and I'm just like, that looks so blissful.
Yeah. Yeah. So now touching on the spiritual aspect of it, right?
Mhm.
We're too materialistic, as you already know. We live too much outside, right? This is an opportunity for people to come back in,
Mhm.
to go inside, to see the kingdom of God that is inside. You see, this part of the head, what do they call this part? The temple. Why?
Mhm.
Because this is your temple, and we're the God of our own temple. We need to treat ourselves in that fashion, you see. And then once you start taking all those breaths, the power breaths, which it comes with air retention. So we're breathing in oxygen, we're blowing off the carbon, and at some point we're going to blow out all the air, and you're going to hold your breath. And then I cue you in to breathe in, and then you hold that one also.
Mhm.
Now, many things happen there. People step into a different frequency right there just with that. They start to see the colors, the sacred geometry, the disco ball, and I mean, you get all of these things, but they get to see another side of themselves. They transcend into something that is always there, but we don't tap into it, right? Because they have us confused with all the laptops and the phones and all but it's there. So people who experience the breath work alone, there's people who come just for the breath, and they'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna wait on the ice, just the breath
Mhm.
alone. Oh my gosh, so powerful, powerful.
So on the morning of May 18th, since we're going to get started around 11 a.m., like what should people consume before they come? Like, should they eat food? Like, what would you suggest?
That's a great question. So you should have a light breakfast. Fasting, even better,
Mm.
even better. No heavy meals, no, none of that. Something light. That's good. Keep it light. Maybe smoothie or something like just that's it. That's it. You'll be fine. Afterwards, they're gonna have food right there at Nicholas, Brooklyn. Shout out to the sister. What's her name again?
Wanali Rose.
Wanali Rose. I see you posted something there on the gram. Woo!
Yes, her
Her food is
food.
amazing. I
Yes.
ate it over there at the purely holistic. So she remembered me too. Oh man, good stuff. Dynamite. So that's people should be on an empty stomach, when they come, and then they should bring a towel. They should bring some chanclas, which are slippers.
I think we all know, especially you did in New York.
That's what I say. I tell
A
I
lot
tell folks. I mean,
of a great deal of Spanglish.
yeah, that's why I tell people. I'll be like, man, you spend all these years around us, and you don't learn no Spanish. I can't believe that. But yeah, you pick it up. So
They know all the foods, I'm sure.
yeah, and some curse words, of course. Um, so I see some people are leaving some comments there. What else we got?
Well, I wanted to know, like, I see the name of your company is Omziel.
Mhm.
What does the name mean, and how long have you been in business?
My name is Omar. That's the name that they gave me, and my wife's name is Aziel.
Mm.
So it's Omziel. So we put it together right there. You see, and then it has other deeper connotations too. Om is the proverbial vibration of God. El means God, and those type of things, you see. So it's all baked within the name. And then we've been doing this, man, I'm going to say for close to a decade now.
Oh,
And
okay.
I was wondering if I could share a quick story on how I got into
Of
this.
course.
So what had happened was me and my wife, we ended up going down to Peru for some other, some ancient medicine, let's just put it like that. And as we came back, we started learning about different healing modalities. And there was this guy that was making this one popular, the cold exposure. And I didn't read too much about it. It was just another one that I had heard about. I was learning about many things. I was opening up everything, the third eye was seeing other things. And then fast forward a few years, um, I had a dream, and the dream was I was with the guy with about another 5 or 6 other brothers, and we were running in the forest like that with shorts on, and then we got into the riverbed, and we got down up to our necks in water, and I remember vividly seeing the ice and the snow all in the back. It was vivid, yeah. And then we got out and we started running again in the forest, and people were walking this way, and they were just looking at us, and I was like, wow, yo, this is cool, you know. Then I woke up. So then fast forward about 8 or 9 months, I started getting this email that they were teaching that healing modality in Brooklyn, in Williamsburg, you know, in that factory industrial area. Now they turn the factories into like club lounges type of thing, and they also do events. So I got the email, and then I thought about the dream. I was like, should I go? I don't know. And then I thought about the money, you know. But Monique, that's crazy, right? Because when you buy something for someone, you never think about the price, right? You just buy it as a gift. But when it's for ourselves, we hesitate. Oh, I don't know if I should. What? It's for us. We should do it, right? So there I was. I said, I don't know. I talked to my wife. She went, maybe you should go. I said, no, I think I'll wait on it. And then about a week later, I was getting some emails from a different source saying that he was going to be over there. So I said, you know what? I'll take it as a sign. I grabbed my yoga mat, went over there, parked the car. The line was up the block around the corner. Got inside. They gave us a box lunch, which was like a vegan thing, you know. And I went into this huge room. There was like 100 mats on the floor. 100, lots of people, man. There was a stage. First came on the testimonials, you know, how it's great for PTSD, you know, for deep depressions. Oh, I'm telling you, sister, right? All this. And then next came the doctor. He did the PowerPoint showing, oh, this is what happens to your body, physiology. And then the guy who helped to make it popular, he's super charismatic, and he came out and that. So then there I was with a colored band, right? I was with like a purple, and there was other colored bands too. People had orange, green. So they were calling on the mic, okay, green. And then everybody who had the green got up and went to the back outside to the pools. So when they called my color, I got up, and now my mind is messing with me. Oh man, I don't know if you could do this, bro. It's like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So when I get outside, there's all these pools. There's about 4 or 5 of them, huge, with water and a lot of ice.
Oh, wow.
So people are standing around the pools, these blow-up pools, and then they say, go! And everybody got into it, and we got down into our neck. My mind was screaming, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. And I was like, shut the f I got this. Yep. That's this. That's this. It's the frontal lobe. It's the security system. You see, whenever you're, you know, it wants to know, like, well, some danger. Be careful, you know. So I was there, and like, I wanted to get out. I really did. But there was a woman that was across on the pool, and she was there. She was handling it. And I said, you know what? If she gets out, then I'll get out. But I'm not getting out before her.
I think other people around you will make you stay in longer, just how you were just saying.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why it's a great community thing too. Because we've had people buy their own tub, bring it home, and then like a month later, I tell them, hey, how's that tub going? They go, man, I don't even use it. I come to your place and do it. I go, yeah, I know, because we won't. Yeah, it's a community thing, man. You know. But that's my story. Yeah. That's my story. That's how I started with that. And then as I left the establishment, I met one of the facilitators at the door, and we started talking, and he said, yeah, I'm from Manhattan, Brooklyn. And I said, yeah, listen, I started a place in Jersey. Me and my wife, we just started. Why don't you come, you know, and do a class? And he did. He came like a dozen times. He took me under his wing, and he taught me everything about the breath, what happens to you, physiology, your mindset, how it seeps into other parts of your life. And that's it. And then, you know, I was off to the races. Here I am.
Nice. Well, it's such a pleasure to have you at the Purely Holistic Soul Expo. I'm definitely looking forward to May 18th. And what should people wear? Because I didn't even check what the weather's going to be like. It should be nice. Should be what, 70s by then. What should people wear to enter the ice?
The weather should be pretty good, you know, be nice, but you should wear your bathing suit, swimming trunks, you know, that's it. That's it, man. That's it. Take off your shirt, and, you know, that's it. You just get into the water, 2 minutes, you get out, you heat up naturally. You don't go run under the covers, and, you know, that's not how it works. I'll show everybody how it works. Yeah, you want to embrace that. when you come out, and then we do the horse stance
Mhm.
because the legs are the biggest muscles we have in our body, and it heats up our body.
Mhm.
And then we do a little movement back and forward, which I was doing it with brother Dr. Mission. He
Yes,
was the last one that went in. I was guiding him, and I helped him.
caught a little bit of that.
Yeah, yeah. The kid, I think he did like 3-4 minutes, man. I was like, yo, that's it, bro. You
It
know,
was impressive.
it was impressive. It really was. It really was. But that's what people should bring, the slippers, chanclas, towel. Yeah, that's a bottle of water, right? Because of the breath. After we do the breath, you might want to drink a little bit of water. Perhaps, are we offering water to the people there? Will there be vendors?
Well, we'll have
Perhaps.
Nolly Rose there with her juices. I'm sure we'll have some water on the sidelines as well. And we're still looking for vendors. So if anyone knows anyone that's interested in vending with us, they can sign up on the Eventbrite or at the shop. They can just call up the shop and we'll handle everything.
Okay. Okay, that's great. There's so many things I could say. There's so many more benefits. Like, oh my God! And then the stories of people with rheumatoid arthritis.
Mm.
Rheumatoid arthritis, and what is that? That is what they say. It's immune system function, something like that, which means that they don't know what it is. You see,
Mm-hmm.
all they know is that you receive pain throughout your body. But there was this woman that came through, and then inflammation too. So the woman came through, and after she got out of the ice and she started getting dressed, she was like, I can't believe this. I said, what happened? She said, my socks. Before I came here, I couldn't even bring them over my calf.
Wow.
She said, look, my socks go up. I said, man, hallelujah. She was like, yeah, I don't even feel the pain. She said, I suffer with headaches and everything. So.
Yeah, a lot of people suffer from arthritis. They come into the store and they're complaining
Yeah,
of it. So
cold,
glad to
cold.
know that this is another, you know,
Right.
that they can try.
Yep, it's another one. It's
I
another
love
one.
providing solutions. That's what I'm about at Nicholas. It's about providing solutions. I'm not just here trying to sell people stuff. I want
Right.
people to use the stuff that they buy. Just like that person that you told them to get the ice tub for themselves.
Yep.
We want you to take
Exactly.
these things home and use it, not just, once in a while. Like you have to be consistent with it.
Purpose. Right. Right. Exactly. Yes. The brother, the MF Gord, and that's nice.
That's the
He says about the high blood
homie right.
pressure.
That's the homie right there. Shout out to
Right.
him.
The blood pressure. Shout out, brother, big time. And he's mentioning about the blood pressure. That's right. The breath work alone. Everyone should have a breath work practice. I try to do breath work every day, 10 or 15 minutes. These power breaths. Open up your diaphragm, and then air retention. With all the air out, hold it 30 seconds, 1 minute, and then breathe in, and then hold that one too. It helps to alkaline your body. In fact, after the breath work, you could test your blood on the pH, and you'll see that you're more alkaline, much more alkaline. Yeah,
The
I'm
longer we talk, I'm discovering more things.
Yep. That's what I said. We could talk all day, all day. There's so many things, so many. Just the
And
breath work
we
alone.
also have to give a shout out to Cameron. He's going to be there as well doing massage therapy,
Awesome.
and I know
Arm
all
you.
about the breath work because, he does Qigong as well.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
I know the breath work is the most important thing for us.
Yep. Shout out to Cam. His company is Arm You. Fantastic. We have a podcast, me and him. Ever since you connected me with him, we gotten real tight. Yep.
I'm glad. That's what it's about. That's what it's
Yep.
about. It's not like,
Yep.
and when people vend with us, it's not like, oh, I'm collecting your money and I don't care if you didn't sell anything. That's it. No, I'm not like that. Like you're part of the family. Like I want to keep collaborating
Right.
with you. We can do events together. It's not like I don't.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's like it's
It's,
all family. Like
yeah.
that's how they can connect.
Exactly, Monique. That's why when I first learned about you, and started seeing some of the things you're doing, I said, man, she's doing what I'm doing. Like we're doing the same thing. It's just about community building, like tribe building. Let's all eat. There's enough food here on the table for everybody. But let's get it. Let's get it.
And we
You
have
see that
our network that we build up. Like that's the main thing, you know?
yeah. Yeah, 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 other people do it like that. I don't want to say too hard, but yeah, other people do it like that. That's why we should always stick together.
And
Always.
that's why I
Yeah.
that expo, because it's like, you know, you're seeing other people come up with these expos and they're charging you an arm and a leg to get in. I understand this they have to pay for the venues and stuff. So, you know, I do get the fees and whatnot, but I was so happy to not charge people, and most people walked away with a gift bag.
Right.
You know,
Wow, that was
it
amazing.
for me, it was all about building a network where people could go and and like we could shop amongst ourselves, we could get healed amongst
Yep.
ourselves, like
Yep. Yep. It's great. And there were so many big players there, and it helped people on such deep level, and that's another thing too, the mindset. This cold exposure helps you with that. It pushes you into something new. Something cracks wide open. How many times I've heard people say, "Man, I've changed ever since then, bro. Like I'm on it. Like I'm consistent. I'm running more often. I'm going to the gym more often. I started writing. I started a podcast. I'm working on my book. I went back to school. Like, oh my God, it just goes on and on. No
I love to
sound.
hear it. I love to hear it. So, you know, hopefully I get a chance to jump in there too, you know, busy at the shop, you know,
Listen,
but I
start with the cold showers. Yeah, stick with Kafunya. She'll tell you. Go with the cold. End your showers cold. End them cold. That,
yes, I've been doing that. I've been doing it. Now I haven't been consistent with it, but I've been doing that.
yeah. So here's another one, Monique. It's great for sleep also. It
Mm.
helps you to sleep at night. I had a brother saying, "Oh, I take cold showers in the morning, but not at night because I'm trying to go to bed." I'm like, "Bro, you just don't know the physiology of it. Once you do take something cold shower at night, it stimulates you and then it settles you down so beautifully. My dreams are more lucid. I wake up more clear. Oh,
Now you speak
it's
my
everything.
language.
Yep.
Oh, I see here in the
Yeah.
chat, YR Terry said the expo was amazing. Oh, I'm so happy you enjoyed it. I
Yep.
really put a lot, you know, into the expo, and I had Sister Kafunia helping me out as well. Like I pulled that thing together in just like a little over a month
Yep.
or a little under a month's time. So
It was.
I was
Listen, when I fir-
very
when I
happy.
when I first saw what was happening there, all the people, the vendors, the first thing that came to my head, I said, "Oh, this belongs in Jacob Javits,
Mm.
for real." Yeah, and I had one of the brothers. He told me, "Yeah, really? What do you see?" I'm like, "Just look around you. All these people, all of these vendors, man. People just helping and sharing with one another samples and knowledge of. Oh my God, yeah. Like I would pay a ticket to go to something like that, and I have.
Yeah, the next time we want to have some fitness classes if we do it in the same location, since you know there's a lot of space in the middle. We want to do like some fitness classes, or you know, I wish I could have like 2 or 3 floors or something where we could do some meditation, have like a sound bath room,
Yep,
or you know,
yep.
that would be really nice. So you know, I just have to find a perfect venue that will meet all of our
You
needs,
will.
because I would love to do it again.
You will. You will. We will.
Yes, exactly. And then also we have the June 21st event coming up, the summer solstice. Um, it's an all-day wellness event that I am collaborating with Brown Girl Empowerment. So, you know, we're looking forward of you being a part of that as well. We're expecting a lot of people. We're doing a 1 mile race that day as well. We're gonna have pull-up competition. We're gonna have push-up competitions, yoga class, everything that day. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah,
So
we'll be there. We'll be there too with the ice.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You know,
Yep.
so
Monique, 242 Pink Pearl. She says that she's so afraid of the cold. Yikes!
don't be afraid. Don't be
Don't
afraid. And like
be afraid.
start with the cold showers. You can
Right.
turn out and see how much you can take.
Mm-hmm. And like I said earlier, let's not confuse excitement with fear. It's
Mm.
just your natural body saying, "Woo, this is something going on," like that. We shouldn't think like, "Oh, I'm shaking and I'm afraid." Like, no. And besides, fear is good. Fear is a great teacher, and we should embrace fear, not
Almost
not not run away from it. Yeah, it's not.
say
Yeah,
almost traumatizing.
look, the cold exposure, when you get into the water, it is a powerful stimulant. It's a shock to your autonomic nervous system. But we need that, sister.
Yeah,
Trust me.
it's an immune system booster. I don't
Yep,
know what
that's
country does this.
another one.
Look, I don't know what country does this,
Mhm.
but I seen them is that during school, right? They let the kids out for recess. They have on like shorts or t-shirts and it's snow all around. And I
Yep,
forgot what country does this, and they said so the children don't get
that's
sick.
right.
I
That's right.
look that up and
Yeah,
post that because I
yeah.
was just, wow,
They
that
do
makes
that.
so much sense.
They do that in the Ukraine,
Hmm.
right? They do it in Russia, and places like that, where they put the babies out into the freezing cold, right? The indigenous people of this land, they would put the babies in the river water to boost their immune system, okay?
Wow.
There's also a papyrus writing in ancient Kemet that speaks about healing with cold exposure.
Mm.
Yeah, we're going to drop the science on May 18. I encourage everybody just to come. You will love it. I mean, fear, it's all right, sister, to be afraid. It's okay. It's
She's
all right.
not coming. She's all the way in the Bahamas, so she's not.
But look, Monique, you spoke earlier about the amusement parks and people just get on them and stuff like that. I enjoy going to the amusement park myself, and I get on those big scary rides. I do. But I'll tell you this, Monique, every time I'm shaking in my boots, every time. But that's why I do it. That's why, because I am feeling
I,
that. It's okay. I'm gonna
that,
overcome that.
yeah, I'm good with dealing with my mental. I've ever since I was a track runner, I would just like psych myself out. I was just like, if I was running the 400 race, I would just say it's only one lap. Like, you can do
Mhm.
only one lap. It's like 60 seconds. Like, you can do that. And I would do the same for like the mile race. I would say, oh, this is only like a little over 5 minutes. You got this. Like, even if I'm running through the pain, I'm like, I just said, you got this. It's going to be over soon. So it's just like, if I was to enter the ice, I'll say 2 minutes. That's nothing. Like, you
Right?
have
Yep.
to just go
Well,
for it.
Well, I'm there coaching people through it, right? So I time it. So as soon as you make the 30 seconds, I let you know 30 seconds. And here's another tip. People who make the 30 seconds make the 2 minutes. It's just the first initial, the shock to your system and your mind is
Yeah.
messing with you. Get out, get out, get out. You can't take it. It's just too painful. You're not gonna make it. You gotta, yeah. Just once you pass that, it starts getting quieter and quieter. And then here's another, Monique, we could talk all day. It's called the reticular activating system. It relies in the back of your head.
Hmm.
So when you buy those pair of shoes and those boots that you never saw, nobody had it,
Hmm.
and then you buy them and now you see them all over the place. You're like, Rebecca, my boots, I can't believe it. That's the reticular activating system. So that's what the cold exposure does. It stimulates it. And then it seeps into other parts of your life where there's opportunities that are there. They were always there. You never saw them. But with the cold, it just brightens them a little bit.
Mm.
You know? Yeah, it's helpful. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to experiencing it. So.
Yep, yep, me too. I'm excited, man. Thank you for everybody who's been tapping in and dropping all the comments, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank
I appreciate you coming on here today, and I'm really looking forward to everything. So
you.
I'm excited.
Me too. Me too. Me too. Me too. So we got to do another live. I don't know when we'll do it. Maybe a couple of days again. I don't know. We got such busy lives, but
Yeah, I know it's hard
it's
sometimes, but
it's the information. It's the information that people receive, because knowing is half the battle.
That's
Because usually when, right, Monique, when we're afraid of something, why? It's because you just don't know what it is. You see? But once you know, you go, oh yeah, yeah, that's just a spider. He's all right. See? Before you saw it, it was like, oh, what is that? Yeah. But once you know what it does, that it's not going to do this and it is going to do this other thing, then you go, oh man, then you got spiders on you. It's all right. You're not afraid anymore.
you're
You
right,
know?
brother. So MF God said, appreciate you, brother Omar. Thank you for imparting the knowledge. Pink Pearl said thanks. And greetings to you, Sun Kissed Body Naturals. We were about to come off of this live. We're talking about the ice plunge experience that is taking place with Brother Omar of Omziel Healing on Sunday, May 18th at 11 a.m. Nicholas, Brooklyn, 1396 Fulton Street, in between New York and Brooklyn Avenue. If you're taking the train to us, the A and the C train to Nostrand. And yep, you can't miss it.
Can't miss it. Don't miss this one. It's
Yep.
powerful. We've been fighting really hard to get into Nicholas, Brooklyn, and we're bringing this healing modality there. I know that the people need it, and I know that they will love it too. It's one of those things, like once they do it, Monique, then they go, oh no, this is my thing now. I'm doing it all the
Yeah.
time. It's like that. You
Well,
see?
I hope I get hooked, because this is a healthy addiction. So get addicted to healthy stuff. Stop drinking, stop smoking. Get addicted to healthy stuff. You know?
Monique, this is another one. It's great for addictions. Let's say you smoke cigarettes, or you smoke cannabis, and you be like, cannabis ain't doing me no wrong, but you know that you smoke too much. The cold exposure helps with that. I'm telling you, you start cutting down and you start eliminating it and you start doing other things. I always say something like cannabis, right? It's not a bad thing, right? It just is. It's not good or bad. It just is. But I say that anything that you take into your life that prevents you from doing other things, then you should reconsider that thing. It has nothing to do with wrong or right. No. Sometimes you need to sustain yourself from those things. You see, but sometimes we can't. There's people who can't.
I love when we do stuff like this, because look at the comments in the chat.
Yep.
Okay,
I
Emma
know. Yep.
Scott, like, I swear I'm about to take a cold shower in a
Yeah.
bit. Wire Terry says I'm gonna start with cold showers and be ready for June 21st ice plunge. Okay.
That's what's up. That's
And
what's
then my
up.
God said I stopped smoking. I'm so happy to hear that.
Good.
Yeah, I don't do
Good.
anything.
Right.
I make smoothies and juices, and I actually started taking karate again, because I used to do it back in the day before I had my daughter, and
Mm-hmm.
it's time now to stop, like, using excuses like, okay, like me, I can say I'm a single mom, there's just no time for this or not time for that. It's like you just still got to find a way to make time. So I train like twice a week, and it's like very, very intense. So I would
Yep.
love to add like this ice thing to my
Yep.
regimen, you know,
Yep.
start
Yep.
again. So that's why we have that, doing that 1 mile race, because I used to be a runner. So I'm like really trying to get back. And honestly, you can get high like from running. You
Yep.
can get high from
Mm-hmm.
coming out after the ice plunge. Like, I'm sure the feeling you get when you come out of that ice is going to be like
Yep.
no
Yep.
other.
Yep.
And
Mm-hmm.
trust me, that's better than any drug or any drink you can take. Like that feeling of achievement, knowing that you did something that's going to help your body. Because I know when I'm finished with training, I feel so amazing. Like, I feel pumped. I feel more focused. I feel like I could do,
Yeah.
whereas before in the evening I would be tired, like after coming from training in the evening,
Mhm.
like I feel pumped up. I'm
Yeah.
like ready to go. Like, what
Yeah.
else can I do for the
I
day?
know. It's crazy because people go, oh, I'm just too tired. I won't do it. I'll be like, you know what? Do it. And you see how much energy you receive after you do that thing.
Hmm.
You see? So for me, I run every day, Monique. I try to. I run about 7 miles every day.
That's amazing.
Yep. I didn't start off like that. I started a mile was a big thing for me. And then I did 2 miles. For a long time, I was doing 2 miles every now and then. But then I was like, come on, oh, let's go. You got to step it up, bro. You can't stay there. So I started finding another distance. You know, I started mapping it out, you know, and then
You,
I just started doing it a few times a week. Now
you do any
I'm just like that.
races? Do you do any races?
I've done the Spartan races and I have almost 20 of those medals, you know.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, telling you, it's all part of the lifestyle, right? Because I have two kids. I have three kids. I got two in the house and I have a 31-year-old, you see? So I'm busy and
I
I'm doing the business
never
and
thought
I'm
you had a 31-year-old.
thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you, thank you. But you know, I have all of these things going on, and I could do the same. Like I get up, like, I gotta do so many things, blah blah blah. You know, no, I'm up 4 o'clock in the morning. That's it. Alarm goes off. I'm up before the alarm. Put my sneakers on. I start, you know, drinking my water with lemon and salt, and then I go for some supplements too, and then I start. I walk, run, you know, and I get into it. Sometimes I'm on it, woo, fire, and then sometimes I'm like, I don't want to be here, man. Oh, I'm tired. My hands are cold. I got gloves on and it's freezing outside. I'm like, I'm supposed to be the ice guy, man.
I feel you. I feel you. I love these comments. And the MF God says he stopped smoking. It's reduced all the inflammation in his body, you know, to help him stop looking bloated. He said hamburgerlish. That's so, so
I love that. I love that. For real. For real. Look, whoever made us, right, put us in this Ferrari, because that's what we are. We're in a high performance vehicle. We should treat it like that. Put high octane fuel in it. Take the car out for a
but
run every now and
you know what
then.
he said? Some of the brothers will pay more attention to the car than their own body. Like they'll put the most expensive gas in their
Yep,
car and then they'll
yep,
go to Popeyes and
yeah,
go get their like explain that. Explain
yeah.
that.
For real. Oh man, they got us like that twisted. It's not good, man. We need to pay attention that what we really are, and that's on the spiritual side, is that we're pure consciousness. That's what we are. But we're encased in this physical body. This is how we express ourselves outside in the world. So along with that comes this thing here, this muscle inside here.
Mhm.
But you have to master this one. If you don't master this one, that's it. You're done. They got you. No?
That's why I'm careful what I listen to, what I
Yep.
watch, what I eat, because you ain't getting me.
Yep. Right. For real. Same here. That's why I see some of your content. I'm like, right on. I try to forward it right away. I'm like, that's it. Wake up, people. Wake up. Wake up. Pay attention.
Versa.
And listen, that's another benefit. The ice, I'm telling you, the cold exposure. It gets you like that, awake, awake. Everything's now. You know, I walk around like with a
You're,
man.
you're in the now. So
Yes,
like
yes,
you're very present because there's a lot of times where you're walking around, you're spaced out, but if you're in that ice, you're gonna be so fully aware of yourself, your probably your heart rate. You're gonna
right.
just notice, you're gonna go inward. So I already know the feeling because I mean I've gone into like you know, you go to the bathhouses. I've
Mhm.
been to places where they have the different saunas, but then they have the cold room. And
Yep,
then I would go stay in the cold room for like 2 or 3 minutes. And then
yep,
some of them have a cold pool as well. So
yep.
I would go to that. So I know, you know, I already know I could take the ice. So that's not a question for me because I've exposed myself to coldness,
Hmm.
you know, but
Yeah.
um
But this
you're,
is
you're
this is one of the,
aware. You're just so aware and alert.
right. This is one of the other effects of cold exposure. When you're inside of that water with all of the ice, you can't think of anything else. You're not thinking like, oh, when I get out of here, I gotta go wash the clothes. You ain't thinking nothing of that. You're not thinking like, oh, did I turn off the stove before I left my house, or did I feed the dog? None of that. That's what this is. It pushes you into the present moment. It's like a gym for the mind. It's to strengthen your mind. That's what this is. It's not about that cold and all that. That's just one of the things in order to get to this. You're tapping into the deeper parts of your brain. Some people call it the reptilian brain. It's deep inside of there. It's the one that has us doing these impulses. It's the fight or flight. Whenever you're confronted with something, you run away or you fight. No, you want to be the eye of the storm. When all the shit is hitting the fan, you want to be in the eye of the storm. That's what this practice does.
I love.
There's so many benefits.
I love that. So he said, "Damn it, buy y'all tickets. Don't hesitate."
That's it. That's it. That's it. No more. That's it.
11 a.m. Nicholas, Brooklyn. I won't keep the brother too much longer. Any last words to close out?
Listen, show up on May 18th. We're going to take care of you. Come for just a breath. But bring your bathing suit just in case, because many people do it like that. Just come, see how you feel, slip into it, and feel the trust, feel the tribe, feel the energy, the vibe that's going down. And you'll see. You step into it and you'll be claiming your power. Take back your power. May 18th.
Massage therapy by the brother Cameron. Get the vegan salads and juices from Wanali Rose. Like, you cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong. He said, I'll be there and spill it from Cali, brother. You need to come on this plane. It's been too long. It's
real, stop playing.
5-hour plane ride. Wake up, you'll be here. You might.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. So thank you again for coming on the live today. And again, looking forward to it, brother. Thank you.
Me too. Peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you. Thank you.
Problem. All right.